So, good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone. Maazi Ezeoke once more here. So, um, I hope some of you are able to join me in this live broadcast. This is something happening live, and I just need to have a weekend conversation with us. And, you know, I normally do these Fridays because of work when I come back from work on Fridays, but today is Saturday. Now I want to, because we are all on lockdown, we can't go nowhere. So because of the lockdown, there is nothing we can do. Um, we're all here. We can't go nowhere, as sad as that might be. Okay, so people, Maazi Ezeoke is speaking to us. I'm trying to experiment something. I'm trying to, you know, um, it's going to be part of my random thoughts today in order to tell us something. And which is very simple. As usual, it has become the tradition whenever you join me live. I want to know where you are watching me from. Today, I want us to make it more participatory. I'll give opening thoughts, and I would want you guys to um, basically tell me what you think. What is it that you're thinking? What is it that you want us to you know, that bothers you that you want us to go deep into it. We might be able to open telephone lines if that is what you guys want. But for today, there are some thoughts that I want us to look into. I mean, these are things you know. I talk about the government. That is my niche. I talk about the Igbo nation. I mean, that is my passion because sorry guys, I am unapologetically Igbo. Okay, I am Igbo before I am even Nigerian. If I can't even say Nigerian because I'm not one, so I'm a Igbo, and that's where it ends. So unapologetically Igbo. Let us look at those thoughts that's been bothering us, those thoughts that's been been so heavy on our hearts. It's a holiday time. I hope you got the data. Then we look at this. So to start with, I want to welcome every one of us. As only cheer, I have my impiato. This is my impiato, and we say for ndị cheer, the impiato nwabụkwa impiato anyị ji aṅụ mmanya. But because I want to show us this and I will be playing with it, that's why I have my drink here. If not, I would have my drink inside my impiato in order to be what it is. So before I go on, there are things that has happened in the nation in the last couple of days that I think it might help us to open up this conversation properly. Let me look at this. Hold on, let me look at this. That is called. Hold on. Let me bring this. Okay, so let me give a shout out to my fans. Then we can continue. So I'm looking at Ikea Oluka, Mac Johnson from Spain. Wow, Spain. I hope you guys are bringing down the curve. That things are getting better in Spain. Then I have Obi Roland from Spain. Wow, I have so many Spanish people today. Well done. Buongiorno. Oh, sorry, that's Italian. Sometimes I mix up Italian and Spanish. And I have my good friend Ikea Oluka from Chicago, the United States of America. I think, well done. You guys are doing well. Everyone, I thank you for joining me. How about the future of the Igbo nation or the lack of it in Nigeria? John Okolie, very excellent point. Let me make a note of that. The future of the Igbo nation, the future of the Igbo nation. I've already made a note of that. Okay, it's a digital world. I'm basically doing that as we talk. So if you have any good suggestions, the things you want us to trash out today. I'm feeling this energy in me. I don't know. For a very long while, I've been working. Even yesterday, before I finished work, because I've been working from home. Before I finished work, it was around 10 in the evening, so I couldn't do a live stream yesterday. And I didn't want to equally do a live stream in the morning because of my fans from America. So I didn't want to disrupt their sleep. And the same thing applies to those in Asia. I know it's going to be very late for you guys, but hey, I can accommodate everyone. But I think it is good that all of you are here. Okay, so if you're watching me and you can hear me very well, can I know where you are watching me from? Henry Ekeobasi says, "I greet you, Maazi. Thank you very much." Then we have um, Guten Nog. Guten Nog, where is that? Is that South Africa? I am watching from Istanbul, Turkey. Whoa, I only have European guys here. Network issues. Sorry, I hope my network hasn't done the usual MTN network issue, right? I hope my network is fine. Please tell me that my network is fine. My people, what's the topic? Yes, the topic for today is random thoughts, the things that's been bothering me. And I would start with, you and I know, yesterday I made a video. And that video was a very short one because I was really pissed off. I saw some of the things happening. Greetings, Biafran Destiny TV. Thank you very much for joining me. Henry Ekobasi from Switzerland. Thank you. So, yesterday I made a video where I called out the Nigerian army because I was really angry. I watched a video that really broke my heart. And this morning, actually, I watched another one. The Nigerian army using vulgar language to describe my mom, your mom. So that's the one that really got me angry. No one has the right to describe your mom, my mom, your sister, my sister, your wife, my wife, your daughter, my daughter in that manner. No one has the right to do that. To say they would rape them, they will do, immoral things to them and give them HIV. Come on. What that means is that the soldier was already HIV positive. That's what it means. And how do we allow those that behave like animals to run over us? How can something like that happen? That is something really not good. So, you see, and one thing I learned from the event yesterday is people, whenever something doesn't sit good with you, please lend your voice. I'm not from worry, but I'm a human. You see, someone once said that the problem of Ndi Igbo is always trying to be fair to everybody. And I said, well, if that is my problem, let it be. But because I'm human first before anything. If something doesn't sit right with me, I make it known and I, air my view. Buongiorno, Maazi. I'm watching from Paris. Oh, Paris, the city of love. How are you people doing? So, like what I was saying, when something didn't sit right with me, obviously I said it because, it made no sense that someone, a Nigerian soldier, people paid to protect you with the money you pay in taxes, your resources. They pay these soldiers to protect you. Rather, what they've done is to come and kill people. We know in the whole Nigeria, we have 4 deaths from coronavirus as of today. In as much as we have 4 deaths, but we equally have, do you know how many deaths these soldiers and police have killed? How many? 10. As of this morning, 10 people. So when I talk about my random thoughts, these are things, when I hear them, they really get it really makes my blood to boil because we can live in a better society. When the Europeans, some of us that have lived in Europe, and some of you that still do, and some of us that still do. When they say Africans are subhuman and we behave in this way, in this format, is basically accepting that, level of reasoning, because that's what it means. That means you cannot reason properly. You're already behaving like the way the Europeans treat you. That's why when I made my video yesterday, I thought I watched the French doctors discussing how to test coronavirus vaccine in Africa, a virus vaccine that has not even been approved. They already discussed it, not even on a private. So imagine that when they, after discussing this, imagine what they've been talking in their private life. Imagine what they've been talking in their private life. And this morning, someone brought to my attention that the French doctors have apologized. I laughed. You know why I'm laughing? Because I said, the French doctors, to me, their apology means nothing. You see, my dad is late, but my dad told, when he was alive, he normally says something. He said, if someone who's drunk comes to you and say, I will kill you, he says, be careful, because that person is talking out of the abundance of the heart, as the Bible says. If that person is sober, he's definitely going to kill you. Now, the only thing is that, something, I would rather say it is actually an expo that this conversation gave us. And they said the way it was done during the time of HIV/AIDS, they tested them on prostitutes, they tested them in Africa in a view to give us injections. We must be aware. People, the reason why I do this, amidst all the risks, these are things we must keep talking about. We must keep talking about liberating our minds. Our minds and our thinking must be liberated at all costs, because there is no going back. In the early 2000s, I studied in Germany, for instance. I studied with German language. I sat exams, only thing you need to write is your number. I learned German within 1 year. I wrote exam university. There is what we call PNDF, Prüfung to Nachweis Deutsche Sprache. That is like doing an A-level WIEC or whatever for you to get into the university. We did those and we wrote Germans with our numbers. No name, in German language, at the university, and you passed the exam. One of the things that happened to me after graduating from Germany is, people can call that arrogance, but who cares? It's this belief in yourself that you're worth something, because look at you coming from Africa, going to a German university, make a first class from a German university within the timeline given. Even when you are working, you have hostility and you still were able to make it. That told me that the brain here is saying it's only if you're able to develop it. It brings me to the next point, which is, how do we develop the brain? Some of us are at home now. Some of us only drink, some of us only sleep. Please try to find a routine. Make out time to do workout, even if it's in your own house. It doesn't matter if you're in 1 bedroom, if you're in 2 bedroom. Please make sure you get time for workout. Make sure you get time to read. I am suddenly reading, or rather rereading, Obasanjo's book called My Watch. I'm suddenly rereading Erufai's book called Accidental Public Servant. These are hard copies I have. And suddenly I'm beginning to, these books, I've read them before, but it is giving me new insight. I'm reading an ebook by John Paxson called The Economic Hitman. And I will recommend that to every one of you, because these are books that are there online free of charge. They have them in PDF. If any one of you wants that book, I can email you the book. If you want, you can send me an email. My email address is Maazi Ezeoke, one word, at gmail.com. I can email you that book. Yeah. Ululu said, B2 Prüfung. B2, nein, das ist kein B2, das ist nur für Uni, Leuten. So, people, so what I'm saying is, in essence, what I'm trying to drive at is we must make use of our brains. Now we are all sitting at home. Please, try to learn something new. I'm actually trying to use, within the next 2 weeks to see if I can do some certifications. I'm a project manager of international repute, so I'm trying to do some certification. These are things you can do. You go to what is it called? This website, Udemy, udemy.com. You can get, courses you can buy for $1. $10 or $9.99. That is $10. $10 is 3,600 or 3,800 naira. It means a lot. It can help you. Let us use this time that you and I are at home to, honestly, I believe after 2 weeks, we as individuals, the government, I believe we must have learned one or two things. We must not waste this opportunity. If you ask me, one thing I would actually want the government to do is, because the oil price is too low, because the things are not working, I would want the government to use this opportunity to remove the useless fuel subsidy, because the useless fuel subsidy is not serving you and I. You might be driving keke, myself too. You might be driving Okada, myself too. So if the government is able to remove the fuel subsidy is only helping our thieves, the thieves, I call them thieves, those politicians, politicians or plutocrats. They have convoys of cars, 10, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 cars that they drive. They run you and I out of the street when they drive. They are the ones the government is subsidizing, because they are the ones that, have fleet of cars. You ask yourself, even when you go to America, go to Europe, if you go to Germany, for instance, or go to most of the many European countries, go to England, a family, if the man is working, the wife is working, you can virtually see maybe the woman is driving a 7-seater if they have 2-3 kids, and the man is driving a small car, if at all. If they live in London, it's only normally one car, because they can go about with trains. But here in Nigeria, the sign of rich man to show that this person has stolen from you, this person has stolen you dry, is the fleet of cars in his carport. What am I driving at? We must use this time to fix ourselves, because while we are fixing ourselves, we must at the same time demand that the government do something. But it will be a tragedy if after this, it doesn't matter where you are. You might be in America, you might be in Nigeria, you might be in Spain, you might be in Switzerland, you might be in Germany. Please use this opportunity of lockdown to do something. Let us not only just sit down and be on WhatsApp from morning till night. Let us use it to do something. This morning I've been reading. I've read for like 4 or 5 hours. So I decided, okay, it's time now. It's getting to 8 o'clock. So let me come online and speak to my fans and air these things that I think. Because that's why I titled this topic Random Thoughts. Random Thoughts. Okay? Now, John Okolie, John Okolie said Selbstbewusst. That means self-confidence. One thing the studying in Germany did for me was self-confidence. Because suddenly you discover yourself, wait, these white people, they're not even more intelligent than I am. And you discovered that, wow, you could do better. So people, if you're loving this conversation, please, can I see you give me some thumbs up? So let's make this conversation an interactive one. I have here Nathaniel Okoye, Maazi, thank you for all you are doing in educating our people to demand for accountability from our leaders. Yes, we must demand accountability from our leaders. You watching me now, do you know the name of your local government chairman? Do you know that the local government chairman gets 20% of the allocation coming to your state? Do you know that your state governor gets 28%, the federal government gets 52%? So put federal, local government and state government, they get 48. Yet we only get fixated on the federal oh gosh, you guys are blowing this thumbs up, blowing it up. I love it. It makes me to fire on. Henry Ekobasi, thank you very much. Take up coding again. Exactly. Thank you very much, John Okoli. Yes, exactly. Actually, do you know what happened? I bought a course 2 days, when was it? Today, Saturday. I bought a course on Monday for my daughter. How coding for kids. Do you know? Actually, she taught me something because that's it. Within 3 days, she has done Python coding. She has done what was the other one she did? There is one stack. I can't remember. Oh, let me see if she's around. Amara Chukwu, are you there? Let me see if I can bring her on so she can tell me what she learned. Amara Chukwu, are you there? Well, if you're there, come. I want you to speak to my audience. Come, call Amara for me, please. So, you see, what I'm saying is that really blew my mind because she showed me the game she designed after doing it, and that's in 3 freaking days. I bought that course for $9.99, either $9.99 or $11.99. I can't remember, but it was so nice that it spurred me off. Starting from tomorrow being Sunday, my son is going to do the same course because the thing is, when you buy Udemy, it's there for life. Oh, thank you very much. Amara, come. Come from here. No. So, Amara, come. So tell me, what was that course that I bought for you? What did you do? What's that course? That coding course?
Udemy.
Udemy, yeah. So what did you do? Which you did Python coding and what again?
And Scratch too.
Okay, Scratch too and what?
And
you did Scratch too, Python, yeah. So what was the game you designed?
I made an Apple game, and I also made this game where you can make something move up and down, and you can also make shapes with it as well.
So what did you learn at the end of the day?
More maths and coding with maths.
More maths and coding with maths. Okay, thank you very much. You see, so and for some of you that know, that's my daughter. Afro Nekedi now. Afro Nekedi. Keke sekutu of Igbo.
Iri na abụọ.
Ida afọ iri na abụọ, okay. Igbo onye ebe?
Abum onye Ezinifite Aguata, Anambra State, Nigeria.
Ngwa, adị mma imeela. Ngwa gawa. Kada adị imebekwa ihe ọ na-eme. So you see, what am I driving? Oh, sorry. What am I driving at? What am I driving at, people? It's very simple. You see, the reason why, I don't know, maybe her presence probably could have helped 1 or 2 people. What am I driving at is, we must, one, we are parents. We would, not only that we hold government to account, we must hold ourselves to account. Because if we fail, especially if we fail the generations upcoming, then we have failed ourselves. There is no 2 ways about that. If we fail generation upcoming, we have failed ourselves. So, enough said on this. Let me take some comments, then I will get to the point where let me read what Asipo is saying. Maazi Njenje from Uyo, Nigeria, totally agree with you. Pandemic world is facing, thank you. Can I read that? at least we can reduce. Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much. So what I'm saying, people, is thank you very much. Stella Okeke, Stella, you see, that's why I have this. The reason why I have this is because anybody that wants to come, you have to get me Nkwocha first of all. You know my brand, Udi, up wine. Then I can, so all the effort, teach them code, teach them this, teach them Igbo. Mee ihe niile anụ ọ bụrụ na nkịtị na ya azụ nwatakịrị ezosi ya ọbịa akụchi iko ọ ya ka m ji ebi ụmụ m na-abụ onye ọna mana nna ha bụ nchọrọ ịla stout ebe nwe ka m na-agbanye stout na-eni anyị fụ na imi ya wụgo stout korona ara bụ akwụkwọ na ode nwa. Okay, so that's me being silly now. Thank you, Stella. You're watching from New York. I learned we lost a very good Igbo brother in New York yesterday, who incidentally is from Ohofia Island. May his soul rest in peace. That brings me to the next point, people. Corona is real. If the government says stays at home, it's not out of wickedness that they say that. Corona is real. You know, the reason why I'm saying this now, we know our sister Stella Okeke from New York, you know, and I was made aware of this yesterday, and I have a personal friend, he, you know, in the United Kingdom as well, in the intensive care unit. My prayer is with the family, because until it gets close to you, you might not know that these things are real. The coronavirus is real. It is indeed real. Please be careful. Don't go out. Observe social distancing. Give people their room. See, but honestly, somehow, every day I keep thinking, what is my takeaway from this coronavirus? Somehow I started looking at today. Let me put this camera today. I was just like doing something. I said to myself, maybe this time would actually help Maazi to make a better video. You see, and that's what I'm experimenting. You can see now here it appears Maazi on the TV, just on my MacBook and my one or two cameras. I can, you know, make these things myself. The Germans will say, ich kann selber alles hier stornieren. Es ist, wir müssen alles wirklich von diesem schlechten Virus herausnehmen. Es kann nicht einfach umsonst sein. Das kann nicht sein. Okay? So, people, you see? So what am I saying? Let me take your comments. I've taken the comment of Stella from New York. And I have, who else? Okay. I have Roland Maazi, well done from the UK. Yes, what part of UK are you? That is Anyele. And, okay. So people, you know, the next thing I want to look into now is the part, Genauso. Yeah, Ululu case. Ululu, you are indeed a very big case. Ululu, I hope you know what Ululu is. Ululu is what Oyibo sometimes calls squirrel. No, Ululu is actually meerkat. Meerkat, if you know what meerkat is. So Ululu sinakami isi atu Igbo, nkwenkwosa na ekwe, and that is that thing that underpins the Igbo spirit. Isi onye Igbo ara atu Igbo, kami nkwenkwosa na ekwe, nkwenkwosa on the run. We keep struggling till the last depth. That's what it means. I love the Igbo spirit, so forgive me if you're watching me and you're not Igbo. I love everyone. I want my channel to be for the whole of African nation, but I at the same time want you to know who I am, because I cannot hide myself. I am the true son of the Igbo nation, and I'm proudly so, will say so at any given time. What is it that will be my greatest happiness? And that will bring me to the question asked by one of us here. Can we discuss about the future of the Igbo nation? And I will say in a very short word that the future of the Igbo nation is bright. Let us use the coronavirus sit at home to have self-reflection, to reflect about things, and it will help us eventually. It will help us to make a better decision. It will help us to hold people to account. The reason why I'm calling this is not the type of revolution Sholo was shouting, but I want us to do something revolutionary, which is very simple. Make sure you hold your reps to account. Make sure you hold your reps to account. There is no two ways about it. Look at it now. We are in this mess. All those you have elected to represent you, where are they? They are all in Abuja. None is with you. None is in the villages. Because if they have done marvelously well and built the best hub, if they have done Victor Okonkwo, the Congo Dutch expression, that is aber schon. Victor Okonkwo, in a so good Dutch. How many years ago university na ungo with university na German man so Dutch. You know, Dutch after agafesia Igbo, after Igbo, after English, Dutch is, or rather German is the next language. I understand, and I eat it I drink it the way I drink in water because that is my favorite. But it's quite unfortunate that since this corrode something, I wonder all this spamming now, who now buys them? Because that one hurts me so much. All our tappers, who now buys them? Because no one brings to me. Edmondo Kaffer, ich habe alle Vertrauen an Nigeria aufgegeben. Genauso ich auch. Deswegen rede ich über unser Land, die Igbo Nation. Igbo Nation. Das müssen wir. Es ist wirklich ein Gedankenweise, die wir irgendwie umändern müssen. Wir müssen daran denken. Jederzeit. Maazi, hast du wirklich Deutsch in ein Jahr gelernt? Ja. Wahnsinn, bist du gut. Ach so, ja, ich war in Deutschland in 2001. Da mussten wir innerhalb von einem Jahr, ich glaube, ich kam im Januar, dann habe ich den Deutsch von 15. Januar bis nächsten Januar gelernt, damit ich auch Uni in Februar 2002 anfangen konnte. Ansonsten geht es anders nicht. Deswegen habe ich das innerhalb dieses, es gab diesen, wie heißt der, Sprachschule, dann hat man da gelernt, die Sachen, die Wahrheit, sorry, people, I'll tell them this in German, I'll continue in English. Die Wahrheit ist eigentlich, dass die Leute, ich habe im Hochschule Bremen studiert, das ist die University of Applied Sciences Bremen, und in der Zeit hat man von Start 10 Semestern, um das Studium fertig zu machen. Ich habe mein abgeschlossen, 6 Semester eigentlich. Es waren nur 7, weil ich ein Semester im Ausland gemacht hatte, und zwar in der Niederlande. Das war's, 7. So why should I waste more time? There was nothing. So what I'm saying is, you are now, you know it, you're smart. So the white man is not smarter than you. So that's why we should not allow the French or French doctors to say that they will test coronavirus vaccine in Africa. And we allow that. No. If we had a president, you know, that you say you were the giant of Africa, if we had a president who has something upstairs to offer, what we should have been doing by now is basically to call them and ask on behalf of the African nation, ask the ambassador to France to query the idiots, because that's who they are. He cannot tell us that you're going to do something not acceptable to the Africans, as if the Africans are subhumans. Anyway, before I digress. So I'll take 1 minute of comments, then I come back again. Good evening, Maazi. I enjoy what you do and the way you tackle the leadership. Keep it up, bros. Bonjour, monsieur. Oh boy, oh boy, kupu unu m aka. Fugwe ka ntị ego ihe a ka sị na mbụ onye French. Hai! Nwanne, supu. Olulu ha. Olulu, you know asị m supu. Nna ka ekwe ihe a eme. Akwụnụ, ịmakwanụ na ọkwụnụ ma German ma English, ịbịa gwakọ ya ọnọkwa bụ na mmadụ nwere ọrụ. Because most times, na mmadụ na enwegwo n'ọrụ bụ na, you know, I work everywhere. I work in England. I work in Germany. I work, it's because of the language. So you keep going. But eteloba, etelazo, there is no place better than Ananso, Anibo. Anibo, the Holy Land. There is no place better. Ebonye biko na awachi. Ebe a ka obi nde. Nwokwa asa onye ichie. Ebe ka aye enim. Maazi Ezeoke na-ekwu. Udo ya adịla. Let us continue. Biafran League of Righteousness. Maazi, how do we start some kind of investigative journalism on Igbo leaders with respect to holding them to account? You see, the challenge I have had with investigative journalism, and that's why sometimes you appear that some of the things you see I do it alone, because I found out that with bad experiences, that when you sometimes commission something to people, especially people here in Nigeria with me, you have good intentions. Okay, let me rewind. Maybe rewind. That will help you understand what I mean. When I left Germany, I went to build a school for my community in 2000. I've said these stories before, but I need to repeat that in order to answer your questions. And please do not make it further comment and listen. Please listen attentively here. And you get into building something for the people. My community, I am from Ezenifte, Aguata, Anambra State. And I built this school, gave it to the, basically for the community. And in doing that, I learned a lot. Because suddenly, even my uncles, my own uncles, people I called uncles, or rather took them to be uncles, will call me and say, hey, give us money. School. That means that person has not understood. He hasn't seen what you've seen. The person hasn't understood. And you ask him, okay, uncle, you're a bricklayer. I'll give you this contract. He said, one of them told me it was just to lay the, the block work. Then that he was going to take 560,000 naira. But I had young, vibrant boys in the village at the same time wanting to do the same thing with 300,000. So I told them that these guys want to do. He said, no, okay, I call him 300,000. So, and the mentality was so warped. Coming back to where you were saying of investigation, before the school was built, I used to send people to go get me documentations about the school, because the first time I was jogging in 2004, I saw the school. It was like they threw bomb in there. I protested. Ngige was the governor of Anambra State then in 2004, right? Some of you think because you see me on Facebook today, that's when my activism started. No. I wrote Ngige. I protested because sometimes, I can't see bad things and keep quiet. That's me. I don't care whose ox is God. That's what actually I use for my personal channel. So when I protested to Ngige sent cameramen to go and record the school. And that was it. I waited 2004, 2005. 2005, I went back again and I protested to, then I still lived in Germany. I came back, I went again, I protested to the local government chairman. Local government chairman did not need, they sent another camera. So 2006 ending to stroke 2007, I was able to gather funds together and now came to do the school. And in doing that, people were always putting obstacles. Do you know that when the day we did foundation, 7 classroom blocks, each classroom houses about 40 to 60 students. So that's going to show you how big that is. 7 classroom blocks. Maybe if I can, I don't know. If you go to my Twitter page, you can see one of the pictures there that I pinned to the top. Reason why I want to share this is that that's going to help us understand the mindset, why it is, or sometimes why it appears that some of us do what we do alone without, collaborations. Because you collaborate with people, everyone's eyes is on money. What I do, I spend my resources to do it. I don't care about money. But the same heart I have is not what another person has. I have sent somebody, I won't mention where, I won't mention the name, to actually meet a particular individual. We were running something, again in my state, Anambra state, meaning to transform something. And that individual went in and collected money. I didn't know. He came back, he didn't tell me. Because he knew that if I heard that he collected that money, not only will I sack him, but he's not going to be part of whatever we are doing. Because the reason why I can come on air and I can still walk free in Nigeria and do whatever I do is because as long as you are not compromised, as long as you haven't soiled your hands, my brother, truth is the power. Now, in that, my brother, eventually it happened what happened. So when I found out, how much was it? 500,000. Come on, is that why you should soil your integrity? So it's, that collaboration I would want to, oh, sorry, who is this? That's super new biafra. Say I joined, I was surprised to hear you speak German. Oh, sorry. Insult. What? What would you mean language or even English in case other free-minded Nigeria have tuned in? Speak to more German here. Enough of colonial. Oh, I think probably you joined Imanasnam. So thank you. Super One Africa, relax. It's lifestyle today. Just allow Maazi do his now. Super. New Africa, you completely misunderstand. Please make una help me. He completely didn't understand the gist. So, like I said in Igbo, onye na anọrọ ebe ni ozu na bụ onibo ozu, ochi ibo ozu si n'ọkpa bọ. And Nwando, thank you very much. Nwando says, what's going on? Nwando, it's nwere ihe na-ego on na ọ bụrụ na the coronavirus, sometimes it affects my internet connection. So sometimes virus come, or when MTN come, it jams it. It does what it does. So please, okay, I think it's fine now. Please, everyone, forgive our brother. Please, he's still our brother. Forgive him. Okay, so. Forgive him. Let me see if I can show this picture because one thing I was saying before, let me see if I can show if you see this picture. So this is the picture of the school here that I said when I was building. So you can see how large that school is. This is one of my, see this guy here, Sebastian Mans. And that's me here, So it's not only about talking. I got my hands dirty as well, and this is Sebastian. We got things done, and at the end of the day, we got the work done. That is what I'm saying. So and not only that, I taught the kids. That's me holding the ball. I taught the kids. So that's when the school was completed. Okay. So and this school is a 7-classroom block. So you see where the kids are standing now. That is what I said. The day we did this German floor, I think I didn't finish that story. The day we did this German floor, someone actually came in there. I made sure, in Nigeria, the guys come in very late the guys working, and they want to go early. That day, I made sure that they stayed back. I put my car light for them to finish the German floor because I wanted the German floor to be done in the same day. And when they finished this German floor, I came back to the site the next day. Omo, come and see. People actually went at night. Woloku zotasia the German floor. Woloku zotosia the German floor. Now, ndị na-agba mgba okpuru German floor, Maazi Ezeoke ụmụ ya nọrọ na village agụ akwụkwọ na Ezinifite. Maazi Ezeoke na-alụ ụmụfa school. Omango na that school. Ọ bụrụ ite ọnụ na Chukwu agọzigwu ya nke na ọ ya adozie, but then you ask yourself, this is the same people you want to save. So sometimes some of you might understand when I say that our greatest threat is those that we want to save. But we won't stop. It didn't stop me from whatever I can do for my people, any chance I have. It didn't stop me. I know how many schools I've given computers. It didn't stop me. And it will not stop me as long as this life exists. So if you want one collaboration you can do, one thing I was thinking that we could do and do it quickly, I can champion it, is to organize to feed our people. I've asked Koscharis to give me how much a 10 kg bag of rice costs. So some of you can actually donate 10 kg. You tell me, Maazi, I want to donate 10 kg bag of rice. So by next week, we can get it all together. Because people are sitting at home, especially many of us in the diaspora. People are sitting at home. Do we want our parents to die? Because the government is locked everywhere down. So some of you asking what we can do. Maybe we start with that. Let's see. Challenge me. Let's say, can we by next week get not 50 bucks, not 50 kg, please. Because we are looking at palliative. There are 5 kgs, there are 10 kgs. But let us even start, even if it's 5 kg. 5 kg is about 2,000 something. Some of you can donate, say, okay, let's give 10 5 kgs, 25 kgs. Challenge me on that. And I will come live and I will make a live stream how we will distribute this. I can make the call. At least I know we can only buy from Koscharis because we must patronize the one. There is nothing that's going to be foreign. That's what I've been thinking. I've made inquiries, so I was, trying to do on my own capacity as Maazi Ezeoke to get the amount I can do. But if there are some of you watching me, some of you believe in the things I do without being compromised, because the reason why you and I must get involved is that is the only way we would reduce people being compromised. You live wherever you live. You stay in Germany, Switzerland, London, Nigeria. Yes, you and I have, light. TV is on. But not everybody's having it. There is limit to what you and I can equally do because we cannot give everybody light. We don't have the resources. These are what government have to do. We cannot give everybody electricity. You don't have the resources. These are what you and I cannot do. But what you and I can do in the next couple of days is to say, in Anambra, I don't know, maybe we do Anambra, let you guys tell me. I'm not interested, listen, I'm not interested in those in Lagos. Let Lagosians do. But I am interested in the hinterlands, the villages where normally there are people every day, they need to wake up, go out and work. Now they can no longer work. And what happens? What happens? If these people can no longer work, what happens? Would they now go into our houses and break our houses? Or should we allow them? We must love ourselves. I do not care what happens in Kaduna. I do not care what happens in Zamfara. Neither do I care what happens in Oshun or Ogun. I only care what happens within my immediate enclave. Ebonyebi, Kona Wachi. It is a very good concept, the concept of Akuluo Uno. Onwere akụ inwe na ọ bụ na ụmụnna ya esori eli inwere akụ ịbụ a poor man. Quote me any day. Ọ bụ na inwere akụ ụmụnna ya esori eli inwere akụ. So, okay, let's see. Super Africa, you are a disorganizer. You spoil our network. Is anything wrong with the network again? Oh, let's speak like one. So, can you guys hear me? Is anything wrong with the network again? I can see here that the video is ongoing. I'm still live. Is anything wrong with the network? Please let me know. What? People, I'm getting confused now. Is anything wrong with the network? Is anything wrong with the network? Let me cover myself because I might be too hot for some people. Okay. Please forgive me. Let me. I mean, I'm waiting for us to tell me, is anything wrong with the network? Somehow I cannot see. Oh, okay, that's fine. So, but all I can hear is that Okonkwo said that he's speaking in tongue. Speaking in tongue, how? I'm lost. Okay, you are on. Okay, thank you very much, everyone. So, for some of you asking what we can do, oh, it's keep freezing. Oh, people, I'm really sorry. No, you are fine. Thank you very much. Now it's fine. The network is okay. Excellent. So, someone asked, what can we do? And that's my suggestion because I like being direct and being impactful. One thing we can do is to say, we will go to Coscharis, get, I'm not saying bag of rice the way you know it, 50 kg, no. Our job might not be to feed everybody till Jesus comes, no. Palliative, something that can keep people for 2 weeks, 1 month. Give it to them, distribute it, and that's fine. And we go home. We don't know because at the end of the day, you and I might be comfortable today. Tomorrow, we don't know what's going to happen. So, if you live in a glass house, you better probably don't throw stones. Okay. So at the end of the day, that's what I am go on. Okay, then that's fine. So what else am I to say? I've touched. Again, these are random thoughts. I've touched about the topic today is about the random thoughts. What I was thinking. I've touched about the French doctors. I've touched about what the Nigerian army, some of the Nigerian army said about our mothers, our sisters, and our wives and our daughters. And I'm a father. I have daughters, and when I hear something like that, it gets my, it rings an alarm bell. So, and this has happened now that many of us, thank you for those that joined me, reported this to the Nigerian army, and that's why I keep saying we need to take action. Some of you think that what we do here don't matter. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. You see, I took Enugu International Airport. Some of you don't know the impact that has because, you know, he who wears the shoe know where he pinches. Suddenly, I get WhatsApp message and say, "Oh, I'm this from the government. Please give us time now. Don't talk about this and all the time. Give us time. We are working." Oh, and the moment I hear that, I say, "Okay, actually, this nonsense I'm talking is making sense." You put the fire, and when you put them on their feet, you get a result. That's all we need. What is it that you and I need in a government? Water, road, electricity. Forget every other thing we will do for ourselves. Water, road, electricity, okay, health. Then that's it. C'est fini. In the French, we will say every other thing we will do for ourselves. Allez, not done. Thank you. So, I hope that answers the question. So, if you have any other question or any other suggestion of what you think we can do, let me know. Okay. So, if you have any other questions or any other thing you think we can do, some of you, I hope those within America, please, if you like what we are doing, just give me a very good thumbs up. Like my video. If you like what we are doing, like the video so that I can see that you guys enjoy the conversation. We're not going anywhere. We're indoor. My only fear, on a lighter note, my only fear is by December, hospitals must get ready. Hospitals must get ready because there will be plenty babies by December, January. This is April. And pregnancy is always 3 months or 8, depending. So hospitals will get ready by December, January. As men and women are all at home now, eh, putting locking a yam and goat, yam and goat in December. Something must kill one, the other. Hmm? That soldier is infected with HIV. Yes, I think. I think that's obviously what it is. That because for that soldier to have said that thing and mentioned HIV, that means that soldier is HIV positive. Okay. So people, thank you very much for giving me thumbs up on this. And just like the video. That's what we are. We are here. We're not going anywhere, people. You're not going to work. So ask me those questions. The person I've answered before, I've answered 2 questions. One that said what we can do. I've just suggested what we can do. And again, one thing that we are doing is Igbo Initiative. That is an organization that I lead. An Igbo organization. You can Google Igbo Initiative or igboekunie.org, O-R-G, igboekunie.org. You can be part of us. We are partnering with Budget IT, or Budget It, as some of you call them, to help hold uh, 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 our reps to account. What we do is to provide foot soldiers to go to sites where, when they say this project is ongoing, to provide foot soldiers to go. Take, for instance, we have the Nnewi Amichi, Ekwulummili, Oga, Unubi, Ezinifite, Akaokwu Igbo Road. You know that road, Nnewi Okigwe Road. That road, since the time of PDP, that road has been reappearing in the what's it called, appropriation bill. That road has been being budgeted to be repaired, but it's only when Ojukwu died that part of it was taken over by the state government, and they did up to Amici. The moment it stopped from Simon Okeke's area, the guy that actually influenced that road, Simon Okeke, former head of Police Service Commission from Amici. So it's only when it stopped there. Now you go, if you want to go from Amici to Unubi or to Oga, and that's, it's like a dead end. And actually that reminds me, I need to edit one other video and post it, because that video is the second video I did about Anduba's house or place in Oga. Because I did the first video during Christmas time, and eventually I went back and I saw to my head, holy moly, look at, I actually took notice that time when I came down from my car and I looked at the signpost. It actually said Esel Nenuego. Listen, this story is a story for another day. Stay tuned on this channel. I would make sure I upload this video, because now from next week I'll have more time to edit those videos I recorded in December that I didn't have time to basically look at them and edit them. But now lockdown, I can't read all day. I'm not writing an exam. If I read 3 hours and do 1 or 2 courses for another 2 hours or 3 hours, then I have the rest of the day to engage in maybe social media and video editing. And actually, it's a learning thing. I still need to learn how to make more, better videos, because no one is an island of knowledge. We must keep learning. So let me read what my friends here said. He said, what's it called? Wando, your idea of reaching out to our own is the right way to go. Count on me. So it's not only about counting on me. We need to find a way we should channel this. I can reach out to Koscharis to get this right. I can reach out to Koscharis to get this right. But the challenge I would thereafter have is the distribution. Because obviously no cars or lorries don't move, so we need to find a way to distribute them, because that's the only challenge. I want you all, you can reach me on my email address, which is at either my Twitter handle at Maazi Ezeoke or maazi@gmail.com. So let's iron it out and see what we can do. Hope rainfall will not destroy the uncompleted Enugu runway. No, 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 no. It won't. Enugu runway. Honestly, I'm so excited. I don't want to see. I put it this way. I don't want to say the things I know about the Enugu airport because if I begin to say them, it will be as if I've Nigerians, the way most of you think. You say, oh, Maazi Ezeoke has collected money. Now he's blowing the trumpet of the government. No. I know what happened during the time your brothers, my brothers, your sisters, and my sisters were in there. Nothing happened. No. Hadisirika is from Castina, if you don't know. That guy, that guy has done what no Igbo person has done in Enugu. Take it from me. Yes, I said it. Hadisirika from Castina, but he has done what we were not able to do for ourselves. Enugu Airport has a fiber mesh, glass mesh. Is a is a glass mesh that helps if water drops, it goes out. None of the airports in Nigeria has that on their surfacing. Only Enugu International Airport. None of the airports has solar. Only Enugu International Airport. So let's leave that at that now for now. So that is my question to you. Nothing will happen the moment coronavirus goes. Enugu will come up. One thing I can assure us is it's even a blessing in disguise, and that's why I kind of pedaled down a little bit on my campaign, because there is no need to open the international airport and have the coronavirus kill our people more, because the reason why you have them more in Lagos and Abuja is because of the international airports there where people that were coming from London and America where they landed and they started spreading it. So for now, it is good that it is closed. I can tell you, take it from Maazi Ezeoke, I'm not talking about the airport. I'm not talking about the airport terminal. Please don't misquote me. I am talking about the airport runway and the night landing or the landing systems. Airport runway is about 90% done. Yes, if not for coronavirus, middle of maybe a week after Easter, or if they worked day and night, they probably could have finished at least Easter Saturday. But sadly, even the Irish working there, everybody needs to go home. Even your brothers and my brothers working there, everybody needs to go home because the whole state everywhere is on lockdown. So there is nothing they can do. We have no one to blame on Enugu International Airport. However, caveat here, I have, which I have, the minister knows me for that, and he in one of their communications, they've said if I should stop saying this, I said I can't stop saying it because I have what I call a countdown. Let me show you the countdown I use here. I have this countdown, and this countdown helps me. Um, um, okay, so this countdown. Let me show you this. This countdown helps me. This is my countdown here. This countdown shows me that today is the 224 days Enugu was closed and 204 days that the airport was, that the airport was, the contract was signed. So the issue they want me to stop talking about is that Abuja was done in 42 days and Enugu is over 200 days. I said, no, I can't because that's facts. I deal with facts. My job deals with facts. I interrogate facts from Monday to Saturday. That's what I do for a living. Therefore, as long as I'm not insulting anyone, as long as I'm being polite, I have no apologies. And I will keep interrogating facts because that's what I do. And that's what I'm good at. So holding them to account, yes, we must do. But we must equally do that politely. We don't need to insult anyone. I mean, it is not in our character to do. So we keep holding them to account anyway, however we deem necessary. And that's what we must continue to do. Thank you very much. So the next question is from Tyson Carlo. Please make a video about Ababad Road. Then you are not following. We have actually done a video on. I have done a video, and my organization, Igbo Initiative, actually has done a video. Go and Google, go and check on it on the Njenje Media channel. You will see where I have personally called for the resignation of Okezie Ikpeazu on the grounds of what Maazi Ezeoke calls the failure to do something tangible in in the last 5 years. I have written and have said, even in my press statement, that Okezie Ikpeazu should resign or Abia State House of Assembly should impeach him. But hey, I'm not in the House of Assembly. I can't start an impeachment proceeding. So I have done enough. I've done 2 videos for Aba, and I've shown the suffering in Aba. And at the same time, I said the people of Aba, if I have my cane, I'll flog them because they are not right-thinking people. How can you allow your environment, because government hasn't fixed it, you allow your environment, you live in debt. There are things government can do, there are things you can do for yourself as well. Again, don't come with the argument, yes, we know that people, if the government doesn't take out the debts, but you don't sleep in debt. You just, you know, laugh and eat dirty. There are things you don't do like that. Come on, you know. So, again, um, that's on Aba. Then buses do move around with essential items. You see, again, Ekonu, if we have enough people to join in this, if not, I'll do it my usual after I did during the Christmas time. I'm not a politician, and neither am I general overseer or a pastor who can always throw money. But within the little God has given one, and through hard work, there are people we are better. You and I are better. Anyone online watching this is better than many people because not even anyone, not many don't even have a phone. Talk less of this, you know. So, oh, I missed a comment. I don't know how to. If I can scroll back. Oh, I don't know. Sorry, I missed that comment. So, again, someone says thanks, Mas. Thank you, Abraham Uzoma. Yes, but we should carry on about that. I don't know if you have any recordings that you do. If you want me, you can send it to me. Then I can look at it. I can speak to Njenje Media if they want to publish it, so I can help you that. But I'm not sending someone again to Aba to do something that I have done. The only thing I keep saying is, even if you ask me today, I'll still think that Okete Bazu is a failure. You know, that's my opinion, and the opinion is free as long as I do not insult him. For me, for the fact that he was not able to fix Aba, his own place. Remember, he's from Abangwa. He's in man. And this is one thing they keep saying, zoning this, zoning that. And he was not able to fix it. So that's fine. For me, he should go. I don't see any reason because Abia State has, after Ojus Okalu, whom I call a thief, sorry, but he's a thief. He's not a. Probably before EFCC jailed him, I wouldn't have called him a thief. But since EFCC jailed him, since the court has jailed him, he's a thief. For the fact that no zuori, ozuego, ego ndabia, zuori, onye ori ka ọ bụ, nwere ihe ji iche ya na onye ori ka ọ bụ. So, Ojuzakaru zuol, the Abia State has a very bad, I won't say bad omen, but they've had very bad luck in governance. He moved from Orji Sokalu to Theodoji. Theodoji said, somebody going out, he said he will build an airport. Now, the same airport, this man, who the same airport, this one now, the same current governor started talking about airport. I say, what is wrong with it, Abia people? Would you always allow somebody to deceive you with airport all the time? And they use the airport to siphon money. Google it, Abia Airport that was supposed to be in Aba. Nowhere today, and they are now making a case for Aba Airport. Please, let them use the money to clean up Aba. Don't build any airport. Enugu and Port Harcourt is enough. Owerri is even by your side. That's my view. So, next question, please. The question is, are you giving an excuse for their incompetent come here in Russia and see the job before time construction company? See, okay, again, Emmanuel OPE. I think you don't understand me. Again, let us contextualize things, please. Let us put things into context. Suddenly, I am not in any way giving excuse because I am of the opinion if Enugu International Airport runway, if we were serious as a nation, we could actually do that in 1 week. My father and your father probably, they were able to build Oga Airport, Uri Airport under constant bombardment. Oga Airport under constant bombardment within 48 hours was built. And here we are with all the heavy machineries and we are talking rubbish. If we want to rebuild that airport in 1 week, we can. In I think is Scotland, either Scotland or Ireland, I can't remember which country, that had their airport fixed in 24 hours. So sometimes we make excuses, but having said that, we must also acknowledge the fact of things that has happened before. Uche M, you can get in touch with me through my um, uh, Twitter handle at Maazi Ezeoke, or you send me an email, maazeezeoke@gmail.com. So we must also take cognizance of the fact of things that happened before. Remember Kema Chikwe. Remember Desian Madeke, this one now hiding in London. Remember Stella Odua. Remember about Ostachidoka. About 5 of them were aviation ministers between Obasanjo, Yaradua, and Goodluck. Yet we couldn't do these things. You know, sometimes I was in the Port Harcourt airport and I made a video. You know what I told myself? I walked out, I said, listen, truth be sold. PDP hasn't been fair to Igbo. If PDP was in power, probably the Port Harcourt airport wouldn't have been finished. If PDP was in power, probably Second Niger Bridge wouldn't have routes going on them now. That is the truth. You don't like it? Sorry. Buhari anweghị mgbe m ji ahụ the man. In fact, the man na-ewe m iwe. But again, I have to say the truth. Driving on Enugu Port Harcourt Expressway, you know, if you're getting towards Okigwe, cashew, right? I stopped my car because I saw something that baffled me. Some of us na-ekwu onwe ebe because that place was a bad spot before Ebenda Osana. That section was done with iron mesh, apa rod, apa cast iron before Eweku Okwitia Kotamen. If what this government have done in terms of road construction in the last 5 years, if PDP was consistent in doing it even when oil was over $100 and something without stealing the money. You remember when Anini was being called this Beni man, the old dead man, was called Mr. Fix-It. Honestly, you see, my problem is sometimes some of you do not stomach truth. I don't care. I expect the truth. I don't care if you hate it, but as long as my conscience is clear, because nobody's able to pay. You can't pay me to twist facts. You can't. And that's why I say so. You know, PDP for me, it's now let them go, Joe. Maazi, for the past 1 month now, I have been Marcelo. Huh? I have been Marcelo Joe for updating all about Anambra Airport. I was happy seeing it, but Ebony Airport is moving fast. I mean the construction work. Yes, I can confirm to what. Actually, I had an appointment to be in Ebony next week Friday. You know, before this lockdown happened. Initially, I was meant to be in Ebony because I needed to see things myself and report. But suddenly, Ebony is off. Okay. So Anambra Airport, I made a video I still believe is a fraud. Some of you sent me videos, clips showing that they are clearing ground. That is, for me, it's arrant nonsense. You know why? Until they cancel the contract with the Chinese and now tell us the real cost of that airport, then it still remains a fraud. And I will leave it at that. I heard about the 5G network. 5G is something probably I might do another day. 5G network is not in Nigeria because Nigeria hasn't given anybody the license. But again, please, there is this conspiracy between 5G and coronavirus. It's nothing but fake news. Please, don't buy into that. You know, I keep telling us, I interrogate facts. I deal with facts, not emotions. So the issue with 5G network is not correct. Okay. So though I must keep this. What happened to Enugu about Port Harcourt Highway? About I just finished talking about it. It's under construction now. It's under construction. Did PDP construct it in 16 years? Eh? PDP didn't construct it in 16 years, so the government can do what they. I mean, the government is slow, but hey, the ones they've done is good. Ọ bụrụ onye kwuo panty ama boxers efu, and I'm saying it. Onye a like rapụrụ onwe. Any hope of getting a direct flight from Europe to Enugu by next Xmas? We might. Let's say the Enugu International Airport is reopened by June. That is when I think is realistic. Let's say it reopens by June. For one, Ethiopian airline will go back. That is a flight. Now, when you talk about direct flight from Europe, it's very unlikely because any flights going there might first of all go to their country. So it's very likely that Turkish Air or these Asian airlines, Qatar, Emirates, or whatever. I think Qatar had a license before under Odudua to fly into Enugu. But because of the night landing, the inability of the airlines to land at night, because they come in at night, so that's why it was a no-no. Because they can't just from Nigeria change only one flight. So what they wanted to do is probably drop in Lagos or Abuja, then land in Enugu. The same thing, Turkish, um, KLM, Air France, and Lufthansa does with Abuja and Port Harcourt at the moment. So I believe, as a matter of fact, if all things being equal, which I doubt, anyway, I doubt it, if the BOT agreement with the Chinese, which is the build, operate, and transfer, was actually done, if it comes to fruition, you're likely to see a situation whereby the Chinese would actually now go to airlines and convince them to fly to use that airport in order for them to recoup money. But it appears the government is backing out on the BOT arrangement, where, because the moment I heard the Minister of Aviation this Tuesday saying that they are going to install the air conditions at that airport, when he started talking about it, there is a backdoor arrangement or agreement or negotiations to let the Chinese hands off. I think on its own is a bad thing, because I would have wanted a situation where the Chinese built that airport, at least manage it for 20, 25 years, because at least that they will maintain standard. Give it to them. There is something that they do better than us. Biafran League of All Righteousness says it is a big fake news. Yes, 5G and coronavirus. Please, all these audios you get on WhatsApp, please disregard them. Please. There is, this conspiracy theory. So some of us that know one or two things, but no matter how I hate APC, I built more quality road than PDP. I agree with you. No matter how you hate the APC, no matter how you hate Buhari. After all, Jonathan was there for 6 years. Second Niger Bridge, he said if he doesn't build it, he'll go on exile. Jonathan Ojel exile. I've kept asking, apart from, being humane, being, giving you, making himself lovable and being part of you. Jonathan Bala. Aside that, we have people like Anyim, Pius Anyim, running, follow him around. Yet there were no coordination to say this is what the Igbo nation wants. If you give us this, that's what we want. That is the only thing that is missing. And it brings me to the question of someone who asked me before, what is the way forward from Igbo? The way forward from Igbo will be unity of purpose. That, again, people tell the Igbos are not united. That's a lie. Igbos are. But obviously, as a Republican people, we have our opinions, we hold our opinions, we always want to do things in our own way because we believe, as in Arewa, I say it just like what I'm doing here. Somebody couldn't come and tell me, oh, Maazi, stop saying PDP did not. No, I'm PDP, can APC. I can't even belong to a party because I'm going to cause all her trouble. Because my truth, now we are there. If you don't like it, you go and look for the next transformer. What about Fourth Network? No, Gino Melaya, sorry, Gino Melaya was just talking absolute rubbish. Please, just ignore that nonsense video. Go to Twitter, you see what I responded to him. So just talking absolute rubbish. I'm surprised that he was a senator who was just talking that kind of nonsense. Um, okay, so 345G are only radio communication standards and has nothing to do. Exactly, my brother, John Okori. I think we need to begin to talk to our people more to, sometimes these things you share, okay, there is one thing I keep telling us, especially the photos you share. I saw when I made the video about when I made the video yesterday about the issue that happened in Warri, some people started inboxing me about another army beating people, even shooting them. About like 12 people died. And the moment I looked at it, I saw one in the car, in the army truck. I said, no, 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 this cannot be Nigeria. I used my app, I made a screenshot, used my app, looked at the video. It turned out it was Congo. So what I ask you is, please help reduce the number of fake news and unnecessary propagandas. Suddenly it appears because everyone's attention is diverted. We no longer hear about herdsmen. We no longer hear about all the. So sometimes, we kind of hype ourselves for what? To on ego. It should be better. I can tell us this. If there is anything serious enough happening, if I tell you that if I don't speak about it, then it's not serious, or they can now brag. But if there is anything, as long as Igbo nation is concerned, you don't hear it from me. Probably don't take it serious, because I have my facts and I have people I can ring you and I know. What is happening? I need to confirm, because before I say anything, I want to confirm, and you confirm. We have credibility. We can't just be causing panic. Because here in Indonesia, online, this, that, don't kill your parents back home. Because they might not stomach these rumors the way you will. Okay? So, one more question. Emmanuel OPE. SouthEast should make sure that the 5G network the FG is planning is installed in the East. It's not allow information as saying it's part of the world are facing. No. Anyway, I think 5G network, there might be some, in terms of the radiation, there might be concerns. Yes, but it's not yet proven entirely. There might be. But it has nothing to do with the coronavirus. It has nothing. One, I don't know. If we did basic physics, we should know these things now. Virus. No, no, wow. I don't know. PDP took Igbo support for grant. Listen, Okoro Jr., I owe you one bottle of Ompa. Exactly what I've been saying. Look at it. PDP took Igbo support for granted. Never really looked for Igbos in terms of infrastructure, rather appointment with no value. I agree, but where the Igbos did worst was that appointments are given to people to work for themselves. We didn't have a mechanism of holding them to account. And we allowed them. I keep going back to Pius Anyim. Ebony people should be able to run him out of town. Yes, I said it. Why is it? What value was it? Do you know there was a time Okonjo-Iweala was a de facto prime minister, coordinating minister of the economy and finance minister? You have secretary to the federal government. You have minister of aviation. Yet you couldn't fix Enugu International Airport. Yet you couldn't dredge the River Niger. Hey, and you had a president that called himself a belly. Now everybody shouting Buhari, 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 Buhari. Buhari ogwa a dredge in the River Niger mgbe kwesị dredge. Did Buhari tell them not to? Now make we leave ourselves, Joe. Make we leave ourselves. Onye ọbụla nwe nke ọ na-aya, man. But but again, we'll keep going. At the end of the day, oh, suddenly it appears more people are joining now that I actually want to round up. But it appears this conversation is actually good because you see, that's the reason why I said random thoughts because it has to be two-way affair. I need to hear your opinion. Then we rub minds. You mustn't agree with me, but most times I chew before I say. So Abraham Uzoma, Maazi, those audio may be truth because if France doctors can suggest to travel to Africa to kill our people with corona vaccine test, anything is possible. My brother, okay, let me enlighten you. It is a hypothetical. I'll put it this way. In Igbo, we say, "Ana-eji isi ahụ ama ụtọ nsị." There is no vaccine ready. But why people like me blew that to your attention is very simple. If they can now start now to think and talk about it when the vaccine comes out, or if anything is just likely to be, they might, if we don't react, they might actually make it to happen. Frank Okeke, Jonathan was against because of bickering from Ijo neighbors. That's not a leader, my brother. Listen, we have a road from Lagos to Warri or to the Niger Delta. It's called the coastal line. Jonathan had the opportunity to. Today we are talking about 22.7 billion to borrow money to build rail from southwest to Kaduna, to Kano, where you have no passenger. Whereas the best thing could have happened under Jonathan, which he could have done, he could have given it to the Koreans. Build Lagos, Ibadan, Abo, Bini, Abo, Onitsha, Enugu. One veers off, goes towards Ihiala, Owerri, goes into one comes through LL, goes into Bayelsa. The other one goes into Port Harcourt. We had the ability to do it. Eh? I keep saying it. If Nigeria, which I don't believe would ever work, if Nigeria would ever work, but which I don't believe, the best thing to do is to have a single presidency. Single presidency, as suggested by Emeka Anyonko, maybe 6 years. Because one of the Jonathan's greatest problem was he kind of at some point, he lost track because he was hoping for second term. But what have you done in first term? If you knew that he only had 7 years or 6 years or 5 years, that he's not going to go for re-election. Yes, it would have made him woken up and, no, there was no time and there was no time to waste. That is the thing, there was no time to waste. It would have made him wake up, and probably we wouldn't probably be in this mess today. But here we are, exposed. But again, there is something Jonathan had that Buhari doesn't have, and the Buhari will never have until he dies. That is empathy, human relations. Jonathan will come, he will stay with you, he will tell you, you are my people. He will make you go to Jos. He will tell you, you are my, just respecting people as what they are. Eh? Respecting people as what they are. But Buhari again, I don't know if I will say this, but do you know that if Buhari, I've actually said this in one of my broadcasts. I said, if Buhari had actually, after he won the election, or what some of us suggested, even before the last election, to call IPOB on a negotiating table, tell them, my children, after all, he's old to be my dad and your dad anyway. So, my children, what is your problem? Please, can we talk? Osibanjo, after all, did that with the Niger Delta Avengers, and they stopped. And the federal government, I will instruct the Attorney General to drop all charges against Nnamdi Kanu. And I will do this, I will do that. And let's, treat somebody like a human being. And because he has already in 4 years done more than good luck in terms of the second Niger bridge. What good luck couldn't do in 6 years, he already done it in 4 years, whether you like it or not. I was there. I was the only person that went there. I reported it. Look, oh, these people were lying, before the election, September 2018. They told us, bridge is going on top of Nalayo. I reported it. And now that they have done it, I've come back and said, listen, something is changed. That is holding your leaders to account. It doesn't matter who is involved. The only man-made possible cause of corona is a possibility of lab accident, but there is no evidence. Well, honestly, I don't. Maybe because I deal with facts and figures, I find it very hard to dwell in the realm of conspiracy theories. Okay, Nigerian federal infrastructure is not based on sound planning. The Lagos Kaduna route is a dead route. Bankable ones are Lagos to Enugu, but Jesus Christ, Okoro Jr., you're on fire. You nailed it. You nailed it. The Lagos, the Lagos Kano, you said that, see, cows don't travel on rail track unless you want to transport only animals. It's a dead thing. But again, that is one thing that is happening to Chibike Amechi that he doesn't know. The people of Niger Delta will roast him alive. Let him finish now, because suddenly, after the whole thing, after the many years he will be there is nothing the Niger Delta is gaining. There is no single rail project happening within the Niger Delta area. Maazi, when should we understand that Jonathan regime is gone and no need talking about him because he will not? No, 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 no. Abraham, you can, Jonathan's regime is always used as a reference point, not as reinforcing the old failure. But when we say this government is not doing well or is not treating us well, you would, in order for you to drive your point, sometimes you need to go back to previous events and reference what happened before. So Jonathan, in some cases, was obviously just a reference point of the missed opportunities. And again, if we say we shouldn't be mentioning Jonathan, then we will not learn from the mistakes of our political actors, those we actually should hold accountable, the things that they didn't do right. Okay, so if we basically just say no, that we shouldn't talk about Jonathan, then we're not being fair to ourselves. Okay, so that's what I think. We're not being fair to ourselves if we continue in that way. But how would you want me to keep quiet? Talking about Payosani, talking about the failures of, take for instance, Stella Odua, in as much as she did well in her own sense. But when I look at the design of the Enugu International Airport, I mean, I'm not happy. Because I said if Maazi Ezeoke is given the opportunity to design a new terminal, na mkpu ga na-akpọ. You look at it, you will see that there is it should be a wonderment, an edifice to behold. Look at small Singapore that is not up to Aguata and Olumba. That is, what we call the OAU, the Aguata Olumba alone. Small Singapore is not up to, but go to their international airport. You feel like Jesus Christ. Europe is maybe 200 years backwards. But here we are. We have the same brain. So we could do something better. That is the only thing we're saying. Okay? So anyway, let's leave it at that. Okoro Jr. says Chibike Amechi is a disgrace. Maybe the identity crisis. I don't know. Chibike Amechi, whatever the case is, we will see. But I think he only has 3 years. And I don't see anything he can start within the Niger Delta or within the old eastern region that he can finish in the next couple of, years. Because anything you start now, it's virtually, the time is virtually off. So there is nothing more you can do. Okay? So at the end of the day, I think that's that's it for me. Yeah. So again, if you keep the question coming, if you want to join the conversation this evening is random thoughts. Those things you people talk about. If you want us to discuss it, we can argue. We can maturely discuss with one another. Without calling each other's name. And I've been enjoying the conversation. It's been a fruitful conversation because we are here to rub minds, to get to you know encourage one another and listen to um, yes. Of course, Singapore. Eke Onu says Singapore is, of course. Look at it. Singapore is not even. Singapore, he says 727 square miles. And can you tell me what is square miles of Anambra State? Singapore is a very poor, a very small. I was in Singapore. I cycled. I used bicycle from one end of the Singapore to the other. That's to tell you how small it is. I used bicycle. Yeah? I cycled with my work colleagues. We cycled. Now, the Dubai metro station is better than some of the Nigerian. Exactly, that's the same thing. Because when I come into Enugu, I look at one thing they spent billions. And I said, listen, if we are serious, those things we clap for them, we should actually be splashing them water because it's not fit for bus terminals. It's not fit for purpose. But we run a system where it's only when these guys do their personal houses that you see that houses can actually be nice. If not, nothing. So how can it be? Normally, if you go to America, Europe, I mean, go to Switzerland, for instance, the best buildings are the government properties. The same thing in America. The same thing in Germany. The same thing in the United Kingdom. Look at the Queen's Palace. Yet people live in London in box rooms and in 12 by 12 or 14 by 14 rooms in outside London. But look at the massive edifice built in Windsor because these are government properties. Generations after generations stay there. But in Nigeria, the reverse is the case. Your politicians steal your money. Your money meant to build public spaces and they use them to build their private spaces. Look at them. Dino Melai just talking rubbish today about 5G. Look at the seat he sat on, everything gold painted, imported. Now go to the public offices in the local government, go to his constituency office, go to the constituency project he says he builds. Can you compare that to the way he lives and where the constituency project is? It may be time. So the only thing we can do, re-emphasizing the need to hold them to account. And this time actually offers us a better opportunity to demand, what's the time? To demand more from them. Wow. Hmm. It offers us a better opportunity to demand more from them. So people, if the conversation is if you're liking the conversation, please give me a thumbs up and let's continue. Okoro Jr. says, at part of what Jonathan could have done is a concession airport to states, though that's new trend. Government built airports is yes, it's not even concessioning the airport to the states. Hold on, let me have some so that it's not even concessioning the airport to state. He probably doesn't need to concession the airport to state. I mean, um, some people can argue that the concessioning he has already done with the uh, like with the Chinese, is the way to go, and I would agree. Do you know actually that the new Lagos airport is already finished, which was concession to the Chinese, but because of some what the APC think, what the APC is thinking that there were some underhand dealing that happened, they are not allowing that to stay. Okay. Victor Konkwamazi, please can you tell me why the call him Chibika Mechi. I thought wrote to me, he says that he's not Igbo man. Well, I don't know. I'm not his father, and I wouldn't know. But if I think properly, I think he has one of his parents. I think his dad was the dad is Igbo, or rather Ikwere Igbo, and his mom probably is Yoruba. So I think he has a Yoruba mom. So you know the way they do when you have a child. Uh, the mom gives a name, or the maternal side gives a particular name. Okay, because Rotimi is the middle name. Just like many of us, we have English names as middle name. But for myself, my all my children have only Igbo names, no English name, none of those rubbish. If they grow up tomorrow, which I think will never happen because of the way I train them to know that they are Igbo unapologetically, core Igbos. Therefore, that will remain. So in the case of Rotimi Amechi, I think Rotimi Amechi's case is because he is, it is what it is. That I think one of his parents is from the Yoruba nation. And the next question is, what is Chibika Amechi's problem with his own people? I am baffled. I am not only, you see, the only thing Chibika Amechi, I give it to him, the only thing Chibika Amechi has done is that he was able to influence the completion of the new international airport. Because of the fight between him and Jonathan, that airport was left undone. Even the helicopter he claimed he bought for the people for Port Harcourt security was seized by Jonathan. So sometimes that's what you know um, politics does. And I believe honestly that Jonathan will be regretting his life now by some of the silly mistakes, you know, avoidable mistakes. Let me put it that way. Avoidable mistakes they are, you know. And that's it basically. So if there are no other questions, can you more questions and you might like the video, please, and let me know what you guys think of the idea of seeing how we can reach out to people, you know. So these are my random thoughts. If there are any other thing bothering you, let me know. Let me see what else we can talk about. If not, we will be calling it a day. But I think you guys have been a very wonderful guest. So let's make it more attractive. Ululu case. Ululu case. Your name. This name is very funny. Whenever I look at it, it's very funny. Ululu case. I hope you're not a case maker or a troublemaker. Oh, thank you. Whoever give me that thumbs up now or that like, thank you very much. Just hit the like button to tell me that you are still here and you appreciate what we are doing. Okay. So Ululu case. Uh, um, John Okolie, if you still have time in our region, we have background problem in our society today, region. Hey, I'm struggling to understand what you mean. If you still have time in our region, we have background problem in our society today. Religion. 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 Don't even go there. I once made a video last year. I had a conversation and I said to people, when you talk about ancestral curses, that I think is a scam pastors were using. And one of the things that made me say this is I was in Eke. Eke, some of you from Enugu will know. You know, some of you don't know I play ogene. Abụkwanụ m nwa Enugu. Nna ana m akpọkwa ụbọ na ogede, ana m akpọ ụbọ. If you don't know. John Okoye, you're very late. I've been saying, where is my friend from Texas? John, you didn't go to work, so how come you didn't join early? Basil Chima, what is the discussion? Okay, the discussion is random thoughts. So we've discussed an array of issues. We discussed the incident in the Niger Delta where soldiers threatened to rape our mothers. We've discussed the Igbo nation. We discussed Enugu International Airport. We discussed Aba Airport. We discussed the city of Aba. We discussed about the projects being done by the current government compared to what PDP did in 16 years. And Maazi Ezeoke is of the opinion that if PDP within the Southeast did what they ought to have done in the last 16 years, Southeast wouldn't be in the mess it is currently in. However, we must keep demanding for more to be done. So we are always saying we can do better. Yes, we can do better, my brother. Okoye, we're always saying we can do better. Why don't we start from organizing and improving our towns and villages? Okoye, yeah, it's part of the thing. I think you came late when I showed what we can do because I said I believe in engaging. I showed a picture, or rather, on my Twitter where I asked people if they go to my Twitter, they will see a photo I pinned up, which is a project I did for my community. And for some of you that are just joining me now, what about the airport in Aguata? Please, I think with Anambra airport, I don't want someone to invade my house. The threat I have had since I made that video of Anambra airport being a fraud is unbelievable. I don't think, apart from when I did the second Niger bridge, when I called the APC fraud, on that, I don't think I have had any other such threat. Maazi, did you see the list of millions like Enos Moto? No, but honestly, I think my approach would be um, the issue of Corona. And what on the but if I had, what I would have done is to give it to my state. And what on but if I had, what I would have done is to give it to my state. I won't give anybody any money. That's my personal opinion. Okay, so I won't give anybody any money. I'm not aware that Innocent donated money to the federal government. I have a legislative question. John Okorie, go on, shoot on. Thank you, Brethren League of Righteousness. Thank you very much, and thank you for being. I think a couple of you are really my fan base. One of these things, one of these days, if everything returned to normalcy, some of you in the United Kingdom might be I might be attending, if by July everything's still okay, I might be attending the Igbo, what's it called? The Igbo Festival of Arts and Culture. I will be attending. And I will see some of you there. I will make it, and they'll probably do some live stream there as well. And some of you, when you come to Nigeria, I don't ask for anything, just for us to sit down and have some conversation. My brand is Nkwenu. Someone here is still owing us Oseni. Oseni is still owing me 1 keg of palm wine. Victor Okonkwo said, Igbo millionaires that gave money. Again, see, my brother, I think people giving money to federal government, there is something we need to know. Let us not be overly emotional about this. I will explain to you with a proverb. Asuna nwoke pụta n'etiti ehihie wee fụ nwaanyị wa mkpọkwa, which means miniskirt, ebe o tisara ụkwụ ya. Nwaanyị walụ mkpọkwa tisaa ụkwụ ya. Nwoke nekata ya anya arụ na ngada, ọ na-asị ya kpuchie ụkwụ ya ọma ebe o si eku ume. I hope that will answer the question. So those that have given to the federal government, so don't bother yourself. These are businessmen. You don't know how they eat. So when sometimes at that level of business, because on federal government 1 billion, man, even be 30 billion. So you don't need to be angry. The only thing didn't happen. at the state level, we would, people should equally try to coordinate them. Because Emeka Ofo, I heard, gave medical equipment everywhere. But Emeka Ofo, of course, now we know that he's trying to recoup his money. If Oju Zakalo wasn't in prison, that's something he'll be doing. The question is, has Anambra state government called Emeka Ofo for the local intervention? Do not begrudge the federal government or begrudge anyone for what he gave at the federal level. We must be smart enough. That's why I like what some of you said. That's what I like what Professor Soludo did. He organized a couple of friends. You know that he giving federal government 10 million bumbale. Like a 200 na man, 50 bags of rice can win and I'll go and give it to the federal government. Unless man we're not up on. So at that level, nnukwu azụ kpata nnukwu nkwu, obere azụ akpata obere nkwu. I hope that answers your question. And Margaret Eguda, please don't forget to purchase your air ticket from my office. Oh, Margaret Eguda, are you selling the air ticket in Nigeria or here? It will be good to know. Please put your company name. This is nice free advert. Put it here so that, because we must help each other. I'm not charging money, but put your details in. Let me put your message up so that you put your details in. Every other person, anyone watching the video anytime, if you go to channels to do this, I know how many thousand they will charge you, but I won't charge you. But if you give me free ticket to America, I won't say no as well. Okay. So, Wando, they are making ways for themselves, of course. And that's one thing sometimes, imana, anyị nwa bụ ndị Igbo, because na anyị nwee ego, anyị nwa bụ ndị nwe ego gotanwuo data. So sometimes ọ dịka anyị na-abịa online, imago akacha onwe anyị. Sometimes I beg of us, ka anyị na-adịkwanụ sometimes strategic. Ịghọta. Because onwere ọ bụrụ na Emeka Ọfọ just like onye ọbụla na-asị na Buhari arego m ịnọsi moto. Well, Buhari ọ na-ego ịnọsi moto, gọvanọ ga-ogogwo ịnọsi, because a na-ebu n'ụzọ malụ mma. Mana ọ bụrụ na mụnwa bụ Maazi Ezeoke bụ gọvanọ Anambra today, know it on record that I will not drive Toyota, neither will I drive Mercedes. It will be made in Nnewi. And all the government vehicles I use, that is the only way to build the economy. Imagine in Germany, Angela Merkel will use Peugeot or will use Land Rover. It can happen. It can happen. Imagine in France, you see Emmanuel Macron to use a German car. It's only Peugeot or Citroën. The special one. That is how we must put. That's how we must project ourselves. So please, let's stop, because sometimes I see these things on Facebook, but I don't know. In recent times, it appears we've let loose. My Facebook page, you come say, I don't make comment, because I read some comments and that's wow. What is now suddenly wrong with us? Must we see everything as from the prison, or from the point of if somebody, if somebody makes money from the federal government, he wants to give to the federal government, but if Emeka Ofo decides that he wants to give to federal government, let him give, because after all, he makes the money from the federal government. I will be more worried if someone like Koscharis, that has land and rice mill, that I buy his rice from Anambra, doesn't give Anambra or donate 1 trailer of rice. Then he donates 1 trailer of rice to Castina. Then if you question me, then but on what business of Kumeko for him? I'm a business. Would I patronize him? I don't even know which business he does. So which one is my own? Because he has no coloration to me. He has no impact on me. Therefore, at that level. Even when Buhari Messi well Chichi, Emekofo was begging to see the president. Emekofo has gone to build a school in Castina. And some of you now say now, do you know he built schools? Do you know how many people? Do you know even this guy may represent IPOB? This IPOB lawyer, this is my good friend again, Ezeoke. Ezeoke go out with scholarship Emekofo. So what we are saying, Buna, for the fact that no make gig here, what you in your federal government in order, yeah, you see, I look at the list, ndị niile weta ego. Just look at it this way, maybe that will help you. Look at it, na ndị niile a bụ ndị niile ikwu dues, ha ji wee bụrụkwa billionaires. For them to return bill, because onwere any billionaire, gere gịnị ka ha na onwere any billionaire na o nwere ọya uwe, ori iwere onye nyere. Emeka Ọfọ nwe Enugu disco, ke capacity o nwe to distribute nọ village ọkụ ara dị mụ na ihe chukwu nye m ego na mmeje kwupụsị awa ya ha tinye sola ụrọ ka ihe ka ya na-ahụ aka n'ike esi so therefore a na-ekwu okwu na federal gọọmenti ọ ga-enye distribution companies ego. Ọ bụrụ na Emeka Ọfọ nye ego ma na ọ na-achọ nụ fat ihe anọ ka ọ na-eme na anọkwa m ebe a so ọ bụrụ na enyebe the next round of ego enye distribution companies na anọkwa m. Of course, you mean we should be smart now. No, that's it. So let's not begrudge them. Maazi, I saw a video today showing where some Northerners are being paid 10,000, saying it's part of program poverty, which they claim they have been receiving. My brother, that money, na Anambra. At least I know that on Thursday, Friday, Nanya. What I'm saying here, you see here, because I deal with facts. Okay, let me show us this from the Minister of Finance. Let me see if I can find, because I think I had that tweet. Minister of Finance. Is it Finance? Yeah, Keza for that woman. Farouk, I think. Yeah, let me see if I can find the tweet. If not only ndị ugwu ka a na-enye ego, please. Ego ha na-enye anyị kama ihe problem m fụ na anyị, like I was trying to explain to somebody today. Let me say this again to us here. Oh, sorry. I was trying to explain to somebody today. My understanding bụ na ịma na ọ bụrụ na enye nwanne yi ego, ọ bịagwa anyị na enyekwala ya ego, ọ na-efilizi na onwe nke gị nwa ya enye ịma nye ezi ya. Inwe idea. So let me show you what, because why I'm saying this now, I'm not defending the government, neither am I defending the minister, but no so sondugu ka na-enye is not correct. What happens is this. Let me show us. If you look at this, here, this is a tweet. It says, the payment of conditional cash transfer to beneficiaries today at the Anyamelu local government of Anambra State. This payment is also part of the palliative measures of the federal government under the leadership of His Excellency President blah blah blah. Now, neziana anya inele ihe akita anụnwa ifuru ndị nwe hijab, ndị nwa bụ nna anyị na nna anyị vanos na ebe na onye nke anụnwa ifuru na ihe okpu o ji kpuchi ime bụ Willis working. So ihe anụnwa bụkwa na so ka anyị ghara ịnafụ and ịmụkwa na a na-ara asịkwa na-asị ebe a na-eme njelu ine n'oche anyị gafe ihe edele. So sometimes ka anyị ghara ị propagate unnecessary distance, because I'm not because of some of such comments Malaji may have, because even when we comment apụta, Igbo should not expect anything, and this is entirely false. Ifole, Igbos should not expect anything like this one. Let us help ourselves. Let us interrogate facts. I deal with facts. I'm connecting all these things together, showing us when we have these conversations. Ọ bụrụ na o nwee ihe ọbụla a na-eme megide ndị Igbo, let it be known to all of us that if every single body keeps quiet, Maazi will not keep quiet because Ukanya Manfu. We will fight it. We'll fight it Ebon anywhere else. Mgbe egburu ndị mmadụ n'Aba, up to today, my case can on ICC against this government and Buratai. Because I feel it's an injustice to us. Igbo send the money war has it. When such cases, it only takes time. But we will. Federal High Court, okay. Operation Python, that's 3. I still have a case. Google my name. So sometimes, but you see, you can, that's why if you want to win a case, you stick with facts. My friend, Ujelo case when Ocean denies it was rejected. Why mine was taken? Why? Because na his own case na Oje Bokota Futoni Nebe Bulumad and the daughter. Any single picture, what you people don't know, any picture it's with any device, especially mobile device, with geo location that is embedded in it, we can backtrack and find out where it said that photo. Go download on your phone, reverse image checking. That's what I use. It's called reverse. Let me show you. Let me show you how it looks. Let's look at reverse. Let me show you this so that you guys will see what I mean. Hold on a moment. Okay, so let's look at this. This is how reverse works. For some of you who don't know, so somebody Putakito sim Maazi, this man. I will just go and do this. This is reverse, right? I will go in. I say, Iha photo minister say Enugu, this photo. I want to search this photo. I will search this photo, for instance. It will look all around. It will now get me any photo resembler. Mabu no date. Again, I can go up and say, okay, could do like this one. I think it's Kumuyi, is it? I can search. So I want somebody to say na Kumuyi with this thing today. When you look at it, you can see the first time that photo was published. So it will help us if we stick with facts. Sorry, I won't take more time on that. Okay. Okonkwo, now you know we don't care about your German language, or be it that you live there. Keep it to yourself. Thanks. Nah. Wait, when could even Super New Africa. Nah. Why is your body so hot this evening? Because we have a conversation. You watch Katobo na data gathers, na ọbụkwa na ọ dịrọ gị mma. I log one off. Mana onwe ndị nọ na-egele ife a na-ekwu na-ajụkwa na ajụjụ a na-azaba. Then ịghọta ka anyị channel. So thank you for the clarification. At least if not for anything, at least onwe go onye ma na ihe mere clarification. Ịghọta. Thank you. And that's done. Onye dị ive. Maazi, thank you. Don Chinos na afa nke nwa dịkwa behood. Some Igbos are cynical because of the lack of trust between them and AFG. Now, you see, again, I don't need to trust anybody or anything. Let us. Na again na tozu na Abraham na Urudu. Again na tozu na like anu no video anu nwanne no thumbs up. So you can imagine. Thumbs up ka mmadụ na ayo na ọ bụrụzie na ọ na nsị unu kịta nna na Maazi chọkwara ka ọ bịa London nna nye na ego flight. Nye na ego flight. Mana ya na-eje na-risk life ya nọkọta ndị polisi achọ ịgbakọ ihe egbe na ọ na-eje ka o zopụtala unu na bọọ ha afọ. The tormentor, onye na-atọmente ha. Onye nụzie na ọ na-abịa ụfọdụ apịa sị na ọ na-asị chọọ ya ka enyi ya ego. nnọkọta onye na-abịa na-ekwu okwu ga na m amụọ m sị ego ole ka ihe ekwe m, ego ole ka onye nwe ka gịnị wee mee ka m ghara ikwuzi eziokwu na ma na amụrụ n'onye ahụ. Abụkwara m onye ichie na echi m ọzọ bụla a high chief, so I cannot compromise. Okay, I can't compromise. Ma ndị maka ndị amarọ agwava na ọ bụrụ high chief nke m abụrụkwanụ nke a na-ekwu. Unu na-ebulu ozi ebulo ụdị nwa na-atọ ụtọ ifuko ka eti a na-efu ya ka onye unu na-efuzi ya ka ebe odumeje na-efe ego n'elu open roof. Onwe onye nyekwa m popcorn ọkụ Margaret nye m popcorn na Margaret jizekwa ka ije. Thank you very much Maazi. Mụ na gị dị mma, ịbụ onye nke m. Bụ ịbụ onye nke m n'ọnụ Super Africa ịma na ọbara gị na-eme ya. Ọ bụrụ na ịbụ onye nke m ịnọkọtakwa ọ na-esi na Buhari si anyị lockdown Maazi wee kwenu nke enwe jide. Ọ bụrụ m nwe ijide na ọ nwere onye ya enyenwu m nke nchọ bụ nke kedu ife anyị ga-emelụ ndị akpọchido ụzọ n'ala Igbo. Maazi, we are laughing after Super. Okay. Nah, because mana afọ m na oche aligbo onwe questions na-abịa make it lively. Chris Mmadụ, Maazi, how do we go about helping our people in the Southeast? I'm interested in on how we can make the donation, even if. Okay, let me see. 10 kg. Let me show you because I spoke to Kamako. I spoke to MD Koscharis. Hold on, let me get his message. Okay, Ajumi Mahenwe 5 kgs in stock. Asim yes. So Nahanwe 5 kgs in stock, but I think hold on. Kamalu because obu na igemi obro mgbe ndị nna Ivan nwụsị ahụ. But I was thinking if it's something we can do this. Okay, let me give us the rundown here. The prices bụ so ka o wee onwe onye chọrọ ọmalụ otu ọ esi wee mee. Prices bụ 50 kg bụ 20,000 each, 25 kg bụ 10,200, 10 kg bụ 4,100, and 5 kg bụ 2,100. So malu excluding logistics. So ọ bụrụ na ị decide 2,100 na each inye 10 people. Imano 21,000. Then excluding logistics. So I'm malu na enweta mana the problem mụnwa ga-enwe bụ how do we distribute it? Ọ bụrụ ikunye enwe mmiri bụ isi n'onye na-ata ya kọ. Because I'm not interested is not ka ndị mmadụ tụba ego. Bụrụ na adọrọ m interested nega m just ọ bụrụ dị mụnwa ya eke na ọ bụrụ na onwe otu esi dị possible that na anyị ga-asị oke na anyị na-eweta 100 or 200 bags of rice 10 kg or 5 kg. 5 kg. I think 5 kg is manageable because all the easier and all the very handy. I mean, we are not feeding people for this. We're just trying to help within this time. So I will not 5 kg. It might be easier for us to do. Maazi, you be my man. No be today. Nah, I be your man for mouth. Nah, what to you, self. You be my man. You never even give me thumbs up. Okay, you're number. Oh, this guy, you crack me up. As I'm now born again. Maazi nke ihe esipụta na-ekwu okwu ive ba olu ibido baba mba. Germany. Nna wa cool oda no your body obodo ive. Maazi, why don't you have a $sign to support your studio in any amount? Oh yeah, it's super chat. I think the channel is not yet the channel. Most of the videos that we do here is for enlightenment, so we don't actually monetize them. So and the channel is not up to, I think it's over 100,000. I can't remember, but I think there is a number you get to, then you get to super chat. I think probably the channel is not up to that, you know. But if there is anything I can, if people are serious, what I will do, if somebody gets to me on my inbox at Maazi Ezeoke, let me see if I can put my my email address. Let me put it up, and then we can say what more. We'll take it from there. Let me put my email address up. My email address remains. Hold on. Okay. Then I can. Um, Hold on. Let me just. Sorry, I'm just trying to type my email address out. Maazi Ezeoke at. Where is the at button on this MacBook? Okay, Maazi Ezeoke at gmail.com, I think. Okay. So if you're interested in being part of it, ooh, look at it here. Let me see if you can see it. So if you're interested in being part of it, it's not obviously for everybody, but again, honestly, it's something I haven't really given a serious thought in terms of this, the logistics. But I think it's is a passion, because one thing I wanted to do, to see, I wanted initially, so before I even started the live, before I even mentioned it, what I was thinking was something I could do in the Aguata local government. Maybe get 100 bucks, ask people to go take at the local government, in the Aguata local government, arrange with Kostaris to go drop 100 and let people go and take one. But the problem in when you ask people to go and take something, it doesn't matter if onion were 50 bags na beer, they will still go and take. But at the end of the day, you don't, honestly, I don't know. And if you say you get people to go house to house to drop it, the money will start increasing. Eh? Patron story support. Or patron story support. Okay, I've heard about the patron before. I got to be honest with you. I am tech savvy, but patron is, because I'm not necessarily interested in kind of making money of this thing, so that's why I'm not really looked into it. Patron, but I'll story support. Yeah, let me. I'll take note. I've taken note of that. I will see what's going to happen if I'm able to do this. I would keep us posted. I will check Patreon, see if is this something that I can do. If I can do it, obviously, but there must be a way, or we can still use accounts in Nigeria and use, pay that directly and disperse the money. But whatever I do, because anyone, if we go ahead, one thing that must happen, and I say this upfront with me, because I hold people to account, I must be held to account. If we go ahead with this, if you bring 1 naira, your name will be published that you brought 1 naira. And what that was used will be published. I'm not into hanky panky, mugu mugu, whatever. Understand? So before Maazi buys a brand new keke, and it will be all over. Hey, he has collected the money, and that's what Okorocha did, and that's how he made his money. Red Cross, all the used stuff they would tell them to go give to people. They obviously will convert it. Oh, I think I've got Mike Wando. Good evening, please. Can you ask them? Oh, someone is sent. Okay, yes, somebody sent me a message now saying if I can ask them, can ask some logistic Costaris if they have good logistics to send to any part of the eastern. So whoever sent me Mike Wando, can you please indicate which, Costaris is in Anambra, and I think logistics in Anambra might be much easier than any other place. Then if any of you equally have any rice mill in Ebon, and it's going to be easier for us to maybe pay the money to the rice mill in Ebony to disburse for Ebony and send us video of the disbursement, for us to publish, because we need to create a community. We might begin to do, because listen, people we've elected to do these things for us have failed us. So we might begin to think out of the box and find a way we could do these things for ourselves. We don't need all to be in one place. With technologies today, we can either you can do video call or let everything you do be videoed. The disbursement. Then we can equally tell the mamas and the papas collecting rice that these are your sons or in diaspora or in Nigeria or in Lagos are buying on it, in America, everywhere. They said because the government is closed to Nigeria for 2 weeks, you can use this. We can as well, but I leave it to us. So at the end of the day, it is whether we buy into it and be part of it. I am going to go ahead and do the one I have agreed with my mind to do with the Aguata local government to get them deliver some certain number of rice by truck to them in order to alleviate the suffering of the people. Okay. Any account and organized way to help desperately. That is what the conversation is. The account, you can send me an email. My email is here. I will deal with that email, and that's a way. Maazi, yes, I'm on Facebook. You can Google me, Maazi. Maazi Tochukwu Ezeoke. I'm on Facebook, and you can follow me. But sadly, people have been asking me to open up a Facebook is it page, because I've exceeded 5,000 people, and I keep removing all these people inboxing you saying egwara atụkwa ụmụazị na-ekweti mkpa ha ka m ka nwatakịrị obere ụmụazị ụmụ nwoke ya abụ nakọta ọsị oga you look beautiful. Nekwanụ ka ụmụazị na-achụ mmadụ n'ọgbọ ọkwa gay kama agwa ha na onye ọbụla any other day imekwa that comment again. What I will do now, I will be publishing that's what I'll start doing. I'll do a screenshot and publish it with their photos, so maybe their parents will see them. So that's by the way. All Niger TV, thank you. Is this still live? Yes, it's live. So if you want to join us, please send me an email so that we know how many people who is serious. If that's the only way, because I know everybody can say anything online. But if you want, send me an email, maaziezeoke@gmail.com. Then we will take it from there. If need be, if you send me an email, if some of you want, we can probably create a WhatsApp group and take it from there. I don't know. But somehow we must do something. Whether you people buy into it or not, next week I'm going to be doing my usual thing, do it alone, go ahead and do whatever I want to do. But we cannot allow our parents, those who cannot afford to eat anything, we cannot allow them to die. In as much as the federal government is giving them something, we don't even know what the federal government, they said 20,000, but we don't know how many people. So most of these things, sometimes I don't even trust them, because yes, they might pay 20,000. Some people, those people before they disburse, then they must have collected maybe 2, 3, I don't know. Because it's cash. Yeah. We don't know what's happened, but that's why I don't believe in giving cash. The other day I was in a shop, a woman accosted me, said, was begging. I looked at him, he was very haggard. Say, if I have any change. I said, I don't give people money. Sorry. And said, but are you hungry? She said, yes. That's okay. Tell me, the restaurants here in this mall, where do you want to go and eat? And she pointed to one of them. I said, okay, let's go. I worked with her. She couldn't believe it. I worked with her. I said, okay, order whatever you want. She ordered. I got out my credit card and I paid. I said, Normally when you order, you would wait, before. So I said, okay, what would happen is I have to tear the credit card, removed where my details were, and gave her where where they have the order number, and she had to wait. So I walked away. And I believe that because I don't know what that person will do with money if you give them money. So it's better. What we are doing is targeted to get their stomach. We said stay at home. They are only coming out to come and collect the things we can give to them, and we can do it within the week. Within the next 2 weeks, we can coordinate it. Depending on how many people who are interested and the states, I cannot guarantee. At least I'm sure of Anambra. I cannot guarantee of other states. That's why I would need ideas. If you are in Ebony and you think there is a rice mill in Ebony that can help, if you think there is what's it called, bean mill, or where they can get beans in 5 kgs or 2.5 kgs, that we can get them to give to them, yes, let us go ahead and do that. So I'll take more questions. Powerful medium. If you want it, I share a Sahara Reporter type of organization that belongs to Igbo man will get widow's mite. Okay, thank you. Even 100,000 won't get to South. What? Or even 1,000? No, 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 no. Niger TV. Sorry, I think we've dealt with that. They are paying. Please, they are. Some people are paying. Maazi, please, I'm very serious about the air ticket stuff. I want to do business and do not beg for money. Too. You see, that's one thing I don't understand, you people. No, I asked you if I am giving you a free channel to do a business promotion. What I'd expected you to do, let me put your comment on the screen. What I'd expected you to do at this point is to say, I am now doing this. Let me change this color of background, please. I don't like this, so that I can read you very well before I get blind. So, see, what I had expected you to do is to now say, okay, this is my company name. It's called Margaret Aguata, ticketing, blah, blah, blah. This is our telephone number. Call us for your ticket. And I'll push it there. It will be on YouTube. So it's free. You go to channels, they charge. You go to any other place. But yeah, we must help one another. We must grow. We must help one another to grow. Yeah. So let's do it. Just do it here. Just put your business name. I push it on the screen. That's what it is. So you're not. You're not asking me for money. I know that, but I know you're serious. But I can only help you to showcase your business. When the coronavirus, airlines are going bust. By the way, some of us are even, some of us consultants, some clients are canceling some of the projects. So Maazi might even at one point need some bag of rice from from you guys. Mm. Na chi ejigokwoda m nke a bụkwa marathon mana ifo etu m si mụ na unu si akpa na dịka mụ na unu nọ face to face. See what technology does. We are discussing, and very amicable discussion. So I am, apart from 2 people that have written me emails, because I'm looking at my email here, apart from 2 of you that have written me emails, I haven't. So it could be the same thing name and this nchipute da abrokwa na okuko. Nchipute da abro okuko. We might be talking about it, yet no action. We might be talking about it, yet no action. So you better be quick. Matthew Chinedu, much respect. Keep up. Thank you very much, my brother. So we are in it together. Thank you. So kedonyo ozo, kedivo ozo na ekwu. Amaron, so if you guys should let me know. So what do you think? You think the idea is good? Are we flying with it? Should I go with Patreon? Is it Patreon? Yeah, I think you call it Patreon. Yeah. So let's see. Just send me an email. Let's know how many people will be on board. So I like something that is targeted, direct, Patreon or whatever it's called. I like something targeted and direct. I don't want, things being all over. Maazi, thanks for the great work you are doing for indigenous people of Ndibo, the Igbo nation. You see, you're making that mistake again. You're putting Biafra and you're putting Ndibo. Biafra is not Ndibo. Biafra is beyond Igbo. Okay? But thank you anyway. Mm. Thank you very much. Biafra is different from Ndibo. Ndibo. Ọ bụrụ onye ọbụla bụ Biafra bụ onye Igbo. Be one idea. Just for information purposes. Okay? So ọ bụrụ na Patreon ga-help anyị, then we will do that. Amara m ma ha na-enwe Nigerian enwe Nigerian account. So on that note, it appears where is Margaret Eguda? I'm just waiting for you to come up with your free ad. On that note, I will be waiting for your emails to support what we just said. It's not only about criticizing the government that they haven't done this, they haven't done that. It is now time for you and I, wherever we are, to do the little we can. A bag of rice, bag of rice, 5 kg is 2,100. So you decide how many you want to give. For someone like me, because of the logistics is why I would want to stay within the Anambra region. But if it's something I will do, I don't necessarily care, as long as it's within the SouthEast, because mana Igbo bụ ofu. Onye aghọlekwa n'ụnụ na Igbo abụrụ ofu, Igbo bụ ofu. In my worldview, Igbo adịrị Igbo, Igbo enwero nkewa. I will donate if that is the decision. I say in Florida. Yeah, Okoro Jr. Of course, that's it's a way to go. We cannot keep. We say people are saying, when they laborers every day they go to work. If they don't go to work, they won't eat. Okay. Anyway, thank you very much, everyone, and I would say we'll leave it at this. Let's go back, sleep, chew whatever is happened, and we'll probably come back tomorrow evening or tomorrow afternoon as the time may permit, and we will look at these things once more. Thank you for your time. I have really enjoyed myself. Stay safe in this corona time. Please observe social distance. Do not be part of the statistics. The Nigerian security forces are not trained. They are not trained in any way. Do not fall victim of their madness. Okay? The Nigerian security forces are not trained. Do not fall victim of their madness. Please, do not. Stay indoor if you can. Some of you, it doesn't matter where you are. In the US, of course, I know you can drive. And in United Kingdom, I don't even know if the Queen has made the speech today. But it is time for us to look out for one another. Those you haven't heard for 1 or 2 days, please check on them. If you haven't heard from me for a couple of days, please do check on me to see if I'm still here or if Corona has Corona me, But I pray that all of us will be alive and we will tell the stories of Corona whenever it finishes. It's something. Since my adult life, since my 40-something years on earth, I have never seen something close to Corona that has grounded businesses, grounded airlines, grounded countries. Nothing is moving. Let us use this opportunity, please, to learn new skills, because after Corona, there will be life. People will lose their job, myself may be included. That means we will need new skills to help us get back on our feet. We can make those changes now. It could be that you've been trying to change your job. This might be a perfect time for you to take the time to do. Find a way to go to YouTube, do some trainings. Some of you, you can use the opportunity if you want to learn coding, you might want to learn Excel, if you want to learn Oracle, if you want to learn Salesforce, if you want to learn anything you want to, public speaking, video editing, how to create YouTube channel. You can do all these things. There is time now. Put your data into something more meaningful. Thank you very much, and may God, the Chukwu Okike Abiyama, the God of Ndi Igbo, the God of our ancestors, keep you, protect you, that the coronavirus will not see you. And I will say with Ndi Ichie, ise otu a ka ọ adịla anyị ka anyị gọ ka ole aka okpego m nke ndị ọcha na mmekpe akwazi nke ndị nna anyị bụ ana m asị na onye ọbụla bụ onye na-enyo ife onyonyo anụnwa na ọ ya adịla anyị mma na mbọsị eke ọkwụnụ nzu ka m na-akpa ọ ya adịla anyị mma na mbọsị orie ọ ya adịkwala anyị mma na mbọsị afọ ma dịala anyị mma na mbọsị nkwụ etu nwa ka ngọ ọ bụrụ eke orie afọ nkwọ na ọ ya adịla anyị mma wee dịkwala anyị mma wee dịla anyị mma na ndị ichie na ndị egede ndị a na-akpọ sent n'onu oyibo ndị ọcha bịa wee bịa sị na fa abụrụzi sent nọọ sent Mark na Anthony bụ ndị bụ sent ịbụrụ na aghụghọ ka ọ bụ mụnwa bụ onye ichie na-atụ ndị Okonkwo Okeke Ezeoke ndị ivu niile bụ ndị ichie bụ ndị sent bụli ndụbe ọfụma na ọ ya adịlịfa mma onye kwelu na ọ ya bịa taịpụala ise ọ ya adịla mma na o nwere ife korona ya eme korona ama mfe ọma mfe na ọpụpụ ọma mfe na mbata kụnwa bụ onye nọ na Naijiria na polisi ndị Naijiria ama njide ekwe apụkwana n'ilo mana ndị amaka ekwu ama mfe o nwere njọ ya emelọị anyị anọ wee nọ ka nka wee nọkwuru ụmụ anyị wee ṅụọ nkwụ ụmụ anyị wee ṅụọ nkwụ anyị ji wee dobe ọba na anyị edobere ọba na ara eribi ya nnene na ụmụ anyị tosi afọ anyị zụsi ụmụ ka ụmụ wee zụọ anyị etu evu ka ntị wee kpe wee sị na ọ ya adịla anyị mma na mma ebuli ya n'ọkwa mbọsị eke na mbọsị ole na mbọsị akwa na mbọsị nkwụ ngwa ka ọ dị nkachifon ụmụnne m udo dịla onye ọbụla